Welcome back. Russia's FSB security service has accused the Wagner group leader Prigozhin of calling for an armed rebellion when he vowed retaliation after claiming that Moscow's military killed a huge amount of his mercenaries in a strike on a forest camp. Now, Russia's defense ministry has denied any role in this incident. The FSB has opened a criminal case against Prigozhin for the threats, and a local news outlet has stated that unidentified forces have cordoned off military, police and government headquarters in Rostov. Now, the Wagner chief has also said that he is inside the Rostov Army HQ and is controlling the city's military sites. He has demanded that top military officials meet him. The Russian army has also said that they will be guaranteeing the safety of Wagner fighters who stop rebelling, and Ukraine's defense ministry has also tweeted out a simple "We are watching." Now, there's breaking news coming in on this story. Russia's President Vladimir Putin has condemned the Wagner rebellion and has ordered armed forces to neutralize those who are responsible. Listen in.
I talked to commanders in all directions. I'm also addressing those who have been deceived into the path of a grave crime and armed rebellion. And everything must be put aside that makes us weaker. Any differences that may be used and are used by our enemies to disrupt us from within will defend our country and our statehood from any threats, including internal treason. And what we're facing now is treason. Big ambitions and personal interests have led to betrayal one's country, one's nations, and the cause for which Wagner's group fighters and commanders were fighting along with the armed forces, have been betrayed by those who are trying to organize an armed rebellion, pushing the country towards fratricide and civil war, and ultimately to defeat and capitulation. I repeat, any internal rebellion is a deadly threat to our state, to us as a nation.
We're crossing over to our foreign affairs correspondent Abhishek Jha to get us more. Abhishek, this is a very quickly developing situation. Can you take us through the latest updates, please?
Absolutely. We know that there has been a rebellion. So now properly established that Prigozhin, who's been leading the Wagner group and who was a key instrumental in recapturing Bakhmut in Ukraine, has now coming back towards Moscow. He said that is going to punish all those who have been involved in the attack. There has been, as claimed by the president, that there has been an attack on their columns by the Russian forces on the direction of Shoigu, the defense minister, that whom he's been claiming for all the mess. Now, ever since this whole rebellion has spread across Moscow, Russia, and other parts of the Russian, we have seen several security measures being taken by the Russian government. There are reports that certain Wagner offices has also been raided by Russian security forces. It is almost practically a martial law kind of situation in Russia, where in Moscow, anti-terrorism laws have been invoked, where police officials can go in and check people's ID. They can raid any office or any residence without having any warrant. There can be checks and roadblocks created to prevent any security lapses. Now, Vladimir Putin, who has been the president and who has been keeping a close watch on the development throughout the night, because Russian Kremlin press secretary Dmitry Peskov has been commenting that Russian president has been being informed regularly about the development all through the night. He decided to address the nation in order to create all the clarity or bring down the confusion around the Wagner group and what Russian actions are being taken. His address to the nation was delayed by almost an hour, and clearly the panic was building up as to what is preventing the president to come on the schedule. But now, when he has said, he has clearly condemned the action taken by Prigozhin and his Wagner group. He has said that it is a stab in the back of the Russian nation. He said that He's also chose the side of Defense Minister Shoigu, with whom Wagner Group chief Prigozhin has fallen out in the past. Also, he had blamed Shoigu for a lot of mismanagement and lack of supply of ammunition, and essential to the front where the Wagner Group were having a very difficult time fighting back to Ukrainian forces. So clearly, now with the president's address, it is clear that Russian officials or the Russian government is not on the side of Wagner. They are taking the side of Defense Minister Shoigu. And now the Wagner Group chief has been declared as a traitor. And there are cases which has been filed against him by FSB, Federal Bureau of Investigation. And now he may have a very long, legal hassle if he happens to be captured by the Russian authorities. We'll have to still wait how the situation develops and to which side the situation develops, whether Wagner groups continue their march towards Russia or whether there will be some deal that will be struck between the two sides, between the groups which has been dissatisfied, and that discontent will be tried to be calmed down by the Russian officials.
Absolutely. Abhishek, thank you so much for joining us. We'll have to wait and watch to see how this situation develops. This is a very significant conflict that's taking place in Russia.